Hey guys, so I just unboxed my iPhone XS Max gold color 64 gig phone. This is the box. That's the Apple EarPods. That's the charging cable, and that's the SIM pin. The pin to open the SIM tray. That's shown here, and that's the SIM that we'll be putting in. So today we're gonna go through the procedures of activating and powering up the phone, and I'm excited. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to remove the film because that's not necessary. And wow, that's very soothing. Oop, the phone has turned on. So this is a normal screen that comes for almost every iPhone. It's a hello in different languages. It's a very cool thing. That's Russian, I believe. And that's, I can't say that. I don't know that. Anyway, So now we are choosing the language, and of course it's English. So I have to select the country, the United States. Oh, okay, we won't do that. So we'll set up manually, because that's better. So now I have to connect to the Wi-Fi. I'll be doing that on my own. So right now I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. So far so good. It's really nice to type on this phone. There you go. Okay. So back to it. So now it should have connected to the Wi-Fi. Click next. So it's activating the phone right now. I think it's gonna take a couple more minutes. Okay, so data and privacy, continue. Face ID, okay, so this is Face ID. We'll set that up later because it's kind of hard to show it in the video, but I'm just gonna click that. Passcode, the options, there's a 4-digit. There's don't use passcode, there's the numeric code, and like alphanumeric code. So I'll be using the 4-digit code, generic number, as you confirm it. There you go. So now open data. So for now, I'm going to set up as a new iPhone. Now it's the Apple ID and things, so I'm going to be taking it back for a second. Meanwhile, you can look at all the boxes and the packaging that this came through. It's a great phone. Just maybe a minute more. Ooh, that's okay. So that took a second, and I just finished my Apple ID, and now we can go. There's the terms and conditions. You can just agree to that. It's a fairly large phone. I mean, it's fit for my size, but it's a nice phone. So, yeah. Express settings. So you can use the settings below it or customize them individually. I'll just go with the default settings. Up to date. So that took a second. That was basically a screen saying if I wanted to update the operating system manually, or if I want to do it now. For the sake of time, I just decided to do it manually. Apple Pay I'll set up later. iCloud I'll set up later. Siri, we'll set that up later. But Screen Time, which is a new thing that Apple really is releasing through their iOS 12. It's basically showing how much time you spend on your phone every day, and it's useful for people that are like too close to it and want to get off of it. But we can do that later. App Analytics. So we can either share it with Apple developers or not. I'm not gonna share it. True Tone Display. So this is something that can be changed later, but I'm just gonna go without True Tone for now. Yes. Oh, I have to do it. Never mind. Choose a view. So this is like the standard, and that's zoomed. So it's not very different, but slightly different, if you can see. That's for standard and zoomed. I'm just gonna go with standard right now, but it's very similar. It's not very different. So go home. Oh, so these are basically like instructions now. Since they don't have the home button anymore, this is basically like showing how to do it, and it's just swiping up or going home. For switching between recent apps, you you can just do a similar thing, but instead of swiping up, you hold it. To access controls, you go to the top right corner and then pull it down, and you can get the control center with all the quick actions, quick settings. So it says welcome to the new iPhone, and now swipe up to get started. Oops. So that's the new iPhone, a new iPhone XS Max. It's a great iPhone. Right now there are two screens. There's a FaceTime, calendar, all the default apps. The settings right here. That was my bad. There's the health app store, just as usual. News, just the normal things you find in every phone. There's a phone app right there. Right now my carriers should have connected. So they look different now. And one cool feature of this phone now, like the new operating system, they have the Measure app, which can be used to measure different things. So right now, I'm gonna measure. So first you move it around, so it's analyzing the area. Okay, I got it. And it's not working really well. Maybe it's because of my height. Okay, I got there. So I can measure the length of things, like from there to there. So that's 6 inches. Or here to here. That's a cool app actually. Better, and it's probably one of my favorite apps. I can use it all the time too, so it's very nice. And so swipe up. That's home. And just a normal GarageBand, things like that. There's a lot of apps that you probably won't even need. You can easily delete that, same as usual. And they have and they have 3D touch, where you push and then you can open up. So they haven't removed that feature. It's pretty nice. And and now I have to add my SIM into this to see the wireless functions on the phone, so I'll be turning it off for a second. Oh, that's Siri. How do I? Okay, so that took a second, but we finally figured out how to turn this phone off, since it's different from the iPhone 8 and 7. So you have to hold either the volume up or down button and the power button together at the same time, and you get the normal slide to turn off thing. And then you slide to turn it off, and now it's turned off. And now we can put the SIM in and check out how it works. So first of all, we have to take the pin for the SIM and put it in here. Remove the SIM tray. Let's put the phone down for a second. the SIM tray. So this is a standard nano SIM that we're gonna put in here. Oh, wrong side. Oh, no. There. So we put the SIM in reverse, like usual, and there, it fits perfectly. Then we take the phone and put the SIM in there. Perfect, fit. Okay, let's turn it on. There, it's turning back on. The Apple logo. So slide up, and it's locating it. You can see right there. And there's one bar. Oop, 2 bars. So it says carrier settings update. We probably should update it. And I don't think that shouldn't take much time. So now it's working. We got 1 bar. Not very great, but it's still working. We'll quickly show you how the headphones work. So as you can see, it's a lightning connector, just like from the iPhone 7 and onwards. They don't have the dongle like they had in the iPhone 7, but that's fresh. Okay, so it'll go right in, the lightning connector would go right into the charging port, and there you go, and it works. And so that's the control center. That's the volume and brightness. As you can see, the quality, the display is a lot more clear. Is a lot clearer than the iPhone 8 Plus or the 8, which had LCD displays. The OLED, the organic LED displays are much clearer, and they actually do take up less battery too. So I think it's a great phone. So the same spot where the headphones went in, charging cable should go in right there, and the USB goes into the power adapter on the back, and that just goes into the any wall socket just as usual. So that is the iPhone 10, the iPhone 10s Max, guys. It's bigger, better, faster, and has never been this great. So we're gonna do a little size comparison of the iPhone X, of the 10s Max, and another phone. So this one here is the iPhone 7 Plus, and that's the iPhone 10s Max. As you can see, they're almost the same in size. When I put them all over each other, the iPhone 10s almost overlaps the phone completely. So there's a little bit of extra width maybe a little bit of height, but it's almost negligible and it's almost the same. So thickness wise, they're both around the same. It's hard to make a differentiate it and stack it up. It's very hard to differentiate it, but I do think the 10s Max is a little thicker, and obviously by weight, the 10s Max is a lot heavier than this one. So the 7 Plus here, it's 188 grams, and the 10s Max is 208 grams. That's a whopping 20 grams, and that's actually, you can actually feel it with your weight, like holding in your hand. So there's a big difference. Unfortunately, we don't have an iPhone 8 Plus right now, but an iPhone 8 Plus and an iPhone the 10s Max, they're around the same, with the iPhone 8 being around 202 grams and the 10s Max being 208.